Hey guys, thanks for being here. Thank you guys for joining for another video. We are back. So we got some news that I hope you guys can use. We got some updates for you guys. Let's jump right into it, okay? Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Yes, so let's get started. I hope you guys don't mind me being off camera tonight. I am in my bed because y'all know I'm a little under the weather. I don't really feel 100% my best, so I'm going to kind of sit it out for a little bit if y'all don't mind. But let's get into the video. Thank you for being here. I see you guys coming in. For those of you that missed Melody Cherie's live, and you guys did not get to see it, we're going to go ahead and watch it because she revealed a lot of things that was going on Love and Marriage Huntsville, how fake Kimmi was, and how she says that she got along with Kimmi. She and Kimmi actually hung out at her house, and Kimmi got at the reunion and showed her ass. So it's giving that Kimmi was on some fake shit, okay? That's what it's giving, honey. So Melody made it very much so known that she didn't have a problem with Kimmi. She and Kimmi spoke via text message and everything, and Kimmi was fine. She and Kimmi, they sat on her back patio and they ate and everything. And Kimmi took her ass to the reunion and turned right back around and acted a fool on Mel. So let's go ahead and share the video for those of you that missed the live, and Melody spoke up about what was going on with the cast. All right. Shout out to Empress Radio for letting me use the footage. Let's get into it.
This season, I opened it up a little bit more, did I not? I did. I opened it up a little bit more, right? Again, these are your attempts at reconciliation and trying to move forward and trying to get everybody back to that positivity, Black excellence, so to speak, that we like to talk about, that I think people don't even be knowing the real definition of. And so let's talk about that right there. Let's talk about that first. I want to shout out some people I saw come in. I saw Braylon J come in here. I saw True T come in here. I saw Mr. Defy Gravity, Ivan. I saw you come in here. Hey, welcome. Y'all share the live. And I'm gonna sit here and take this thing slow, because one thing that I've learned is some people lack comprehension skills, and they'll listen to something. And I have heard things that I said, and it became something totally different. And I'm like, that's not what I said. What? Well, how do they run a title like this on their YouTube channel? And that is not what I said. And so there are some people who do a great job, and there's some people who just lack comprehension skills. So I'm going to make sure we all understand, and hopefully this will decrease, some of that, okay? So I had a scene. Let me get this code on this phone. I had a scene, and the first thing I'm going to show you guys.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just 24 hours? That's right. Only 24 hours and your new smile is ready. And with affordable payment options, achieving your dream smile has never.
Sorry about the edge, y'all.
It's just the start of a number. Right here. A start of a number. Okay? 256755, and I'm not going to say the rest, the last four. The date of this call was July 19th. Y'all see July 19th? July 19th. Okay, y'all see it? 256755 at 1:34 p.m. Let me go over and show you how long the call lasted. Now remember, this is call number 2 on the screenshot from my Verizon phone bill, number 2. So let's scroll over and get to call number 2. That's 21 minutes. Okay? 21 minutes. Y'all see that? That's 21 minutes, okay? So there was a 21-minute phone call that happened. Now, let me show you guys this. So remember that, July 19th, 21 minutes. Okay. And here is July. Can y'all see that? Let me tell you what it says. There's Friday, July 19th, scene 1 melody, 11:30 a.m., 106 Jefferson. Let's look right here. And I'm going to bring it together for y'all. But we got to do it right. There we go. There we go. July 19th. 11:30 a.m., 106 Jefferson, right? So let's go to Google and put in 106 Jefferson. So if that call time was 11:30, and then I made a call at 1:30 something that lasted 21 minutes. Let's talk about it. I'm going to Google 106 Jefferson for you so y'all can see the images of what 106 Jefferson is. We're going to see if it looks a little familiar to any of you. Let's see. It looks familiar. Can y'all tell me where that area location looks like to you guys? Can y'all see that? What space does this remind y'all of? Let me click a picture and make it bigger.
When her and Kimmi did they sing that?
This is the rooftop bar at 106 Jefferson. Hey, Jay Taylor. So this is the rooftop bar. What does that look familiar? I'm looking for y'all. What does that look like? What does it? If y'all who've been watching, what does that look like? I see some of y'all got it right. Absolutely. So, yeah, y'all got it right. Hey, Miss Deborah, 69 and fine came in here. Yes, Miss Deborah. So a lot of y'all got it right. The 101 scene with Kimmi. Yes. So Kimmi and I have this scene. And when I first get there, right, I don't really want to talk about the stuff they want us to talk about. I actually didn't want to talk about it when we worked out here at my house. But let me tell you the task that was given to me. Hey, you heard about such and such? Yes, I've heard about it. Everybody knows about it. Well, none of them want to talk about it. And we ain't going to be able to not talk about it. So we need you to try to get her to talk about it. Because we can't not talk about it. It's everywhere. I'm like, but look now, if she don't want to talk about it, now I'll push a little bit, but I ain't pushing too much because I ain't doing it. But okay, I'll try. Great. So we had that here at the house. And if you notice, I tried to push just a little bit, but when I saw it was a total shutdown on it, it was kind of like not going to go nowhere anywhere else. I'm like, okay, cool. So then we have a one-on-one scene where I just showed you guys. And I really didn't want to talk about it. And I'm like, she don't want to talk about it. So I'm sitting here trying to be like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. You said you don't want to talk about it, and we're not going to talk about it. Right? But then the conversation continues to happen. So what I showed you guys was a phone call that took place that day right after. And I you know, the one who doesn't want resolution and who's like bitter and mad and angry and fake and phony and all this stuff. I called Kimberly. And I said, hey, so I just want to let you know, girl, I do not care nothing about this stuff. No lipstick, no none of that. I said, you know, production got me asking y'all this and asking these questions. I do not care. We talked for 21 minutes. I just showed y'all the phone call. Her response to me was, girl, I already know. I already know this production. I said, girl, yes. I said, honestly, I ain't even trying to do no drama for real. I wish we could get away from drama. We have a whole 20-something minute conversation. And I'm like, I don't care about it. I don't care about it. They're making me ask about it, but I really don't care. But you asked me in this scene not to mention it again. And I said, and I'm going to tell you what, you don't ever have to worry about me mentioning it again. And that's what it was. Conversation over, ended well, no problem, no animosity, nothing. See, that's how you get to resolution, right? As a cast. So that is why y'all then saw a scene after that where she was welcomed into my home, not just in my garage this time. Because we had such a great combo, a 21-minute combo that I just showed y'all. So I'm like, yeah, she can come in and say, oh, you know, I told the production, I said, y'all know what, I'm going to make my rotel dip. I said, they used to love when I made my rotel dip, and I kind of want some anyway, too, so I'm going to make some rotel dip. I made rotel dip. Came to my home. We ate. She brought a bone to me. And even in that, I'm going to be real with y'all. I literally don't even be that mad for real about people. I know we've got to have conversations that somebody's got to tell it. I don't even be tripping on it like that. But it makes it interesting to me when I see a title of Melody is addressed about her double standard. I've never told anybody on this show not to bring social media to me. Never, ever. I've never done it. So if you want to say a double standard would be me saying, hey, don't bring social media stuff to me, and then I bring social media stuff to you. That's a double standard. I've never told people what not to talk about when it came to me. Never. Now, there were some conversations amongst other folks, but I never said what not to talk about when it came, because I always felt like if I'm going to do reality TV, I want it to be real. I want it to be real. I can feel when things are real and when they're not. They can feel it. In a crowd together, bunched up like a bunch of peanuts in a bag. That's when it becomes to the point where we're no longer doing reality TV. And now you are trying to maybe just be actors and actresses. And when I want to do that, I go learn a real script for a movie. I don't come to reality TV to do that. So I'm a little different when it comes to that. And again, I think that's some of the issue, but that's fine. Comes in, we eat, have a conversation. Actually, when the cameras go down, we actually stay longer. Now, I have cameras up there in the room because we sat in my sunroom. So y'all know the little area where you can, I've shown y'all before, you kind of look outside and see my backyard. You see the trees and all that. Well, that's my sunroom area, and I have chairs there. And we kind of sat in there and talked for a while. Just me and Kimmi. Camera's gone. We just chilling, eating, and talking. No problems. None. That's why after that, you then see us at the bachelorette party. No problems. See you at the vow renewal. Got no beef or problems. Matter of fact, at the vow renewal, at the reception part, when I sat at the table, because I had a name tag on my table, Tisha, Marcel, Kimmi, Maurice, they all came and sat at the table. We were all talking. We were talking about the kids and almost being teenagers and all this stuff, having just good, positive conversation. There was no drama being had, just talking and chatting it up. Then, of course, I left when I felt like a boundary was crossed that I had already shared with production that wouldn't be okay with me. So then I gracefully left. I didn't make a scene. I'm not finna go off and blow up. None of that. I gracefully, like the lady I am, got up, went over to Miss Nell and them. A part y'all didn't see is when I told her I was about to go, she called her photographer that they had paid to take pictures. Hey, Melody's about to leave. Come over here and take some pictures with us. I took some pictures with them. We took pictures. And I left. No big deal for me at all. And so at that point, no, and that's another thing. No, there was no violation of a protective order. That's another thing I noticed too. A lot of people think they know every single in and out of what has taken place when they pull documents. And some of the stuff y'all be saying that was activated, but that's another conversation for another day. So anyway, another conversation for another day. And so it was that, me, okay? So I left, no biggie, nothing about it. Okay, nothing about it. And I dipped out. I dipped out because when I ran up there to tell them bye, and Miss Nell motioned for the photographer to come take the pictures, Destiny tried to run up there too and was all up in my face. And I was like, okay. And I got out of there.
Thanks, Doris.
Right? So that was that. But there was no order in place at that time. It was my boundary that I set for myself. And I've learned that a lot of people don't do well with boundaries, or they're not good at sticking to the boundaries, and whatever. And so they don't understand it. So when we get to the clips y'all have seen for the reunion, considering that I've had conversation, it's been understood why these questions are being asked, but I really don't care. And we have a great conversation about it. I've already met with Maurice. We hashed it out, apologized to each other. And I told him in that scene, I said, well, Maurice, I don't know if it aired. Y'all can tell me, because I don't know. But I told him in that scene, I said, well, listen, Kimmi already mentioned she would like for me not to talk about it again. I said, and I'm going to tell you like I told her. Says, you ain't got to worry about me talking about it no more. That's it. And I never brought it up since. And if you think about it, the only people that I had the conversation or asked questions with was when the cameras was up filming. Nobody else I talked to on an everyday basis was I discussing some lips and red lipstick. Because I didn't really care. Okay? But I guess maybe production understands that they have more of one family on this show, and they can stick together and choose not to talk about nothing. So then they got to see who can they get to ask the questions. And that's fine, right? So Maurice and I, cool, calm, collected, makeup, apologies, we good. And he even understood. I said, maybe because you're around me when there's a person in the room that I don't fool with, so maybe that's why you don't get the nice melody, because the energy's already messed up. And he said, you know what, Mel? Don't know if they aired that or not, but in the real scene, he said, you right, I feel you. Because I haven't been around you like without that. Because the only time y'all been around me is if we're filming, and usually everybody's there. So that was that. You know what I'm saying? And my Mimosas with Melody event happened. They came. I text Kimmi. And by the way, I also text Kimmi whenever he got arrested. I know there was a conversation about nobody reached out. There was a conversation about that nobody reached out, I think, but one or two people on this show. Do y'all want to see that text message? Because I definitely text. I definitely text Kimberly. And checked on her for sure. Because again, like I've said, I understand how stuff like that as a woman can be a lot, because we do carry a lot. Yes, she said that. Oh, she did say that. So let me go ahead and hold on. Let me screenshot this text for y'all. So y'all gonna have to hold on, because it's gonna pause. I'm gonna screenshot it to this phone, and I'm gonna show you guys. But that's another conversation for another day. So anyway, another conversation for another day. And so it was that, me, okay? So I left, no biggie, nothing about it, okay? Nothing about it. And I dipped out. I dipped out because when I ran up there to tell them bye, and Miss Nell motioned for the photographer to come take the pictures, Destiny tried to run up there too and was all up in my face. And I was like, okay. And I got out of there, dipped on out, right? So that was that. But there was no order in place at that time. It was my boundary that I set for myself. And I've learned that a lot of people don't do well with boundaries, or they're not good at sticking to the boundaries, and whatever. And so they don't understand it. So when we get to the clips y'all have seen for the reunion, considering that I've had conversation, it's been understood why these questions are being asked, but I really don't care. And we have a great conversation about it. I've already met with Maurice. We hashed it out, apologized to each other. And I told him in that scene, I said, well, Maurice, I don't know if it aired. Y'all can tell me, because I don't know. But I told him in that scene, I said, well, listen, Kimmi already mentioned she would like for me not to talk about it again. I said, and I'm going to tell you like I told her. Says, you ain't got to worry about me talking about it no more. That's it. And I never brought it up since. And if you think about it, the only people that I had the conversation or asked questions with was when the cameras was up filming. Nobody else I talked to on an everyday basis was I discussing some lips and red lipstick. Because I didn't really care. Okay? But I guess maybe production understands that they have more of one family on this show and they can stick together and choose not to talk about nothing. So then they got to see who can they get to ask the questions. And that's fine, right? So Maurice and I, cool, calm, collected, makeup, apologies, we good. And he even understood. I said, maybe because you're around me when there's a person in the room that I don't fool with. So maybe that's why you don't get the nice melody, because the energy's already messed up. And he said, you know what, Mel? Don't know if they aired that or not, but in the real scene, he said, you right. I feel you. Because I haven't been around you like without that. Because the only time y'all been around me is if we're filming. And usually everybody's there. So that was that. You know what I'm saying? My Mimosas with Melody event happened. They came. I text Kimmi. And by the way, I also text Kimmi whenever he got arrested. I know there was a conversation about nobody reached out. There was a conversation about that nobody reached out, I think, but one or two people on this show. Do y'all want to see that text message? Because I definitely text. I definitely text Kimberly and checked on her for sure. Because again, like I've said, I understand how stuff like that as a woman can be a lot, because we do carry a lot. Yes, she said that. Oh, she did say that. So let me go ahead and hold on. Let me screenshot this text for y'all. So y'all gonna have to hold on because it's gonna pause. I'm gonna screenshot it to this phone and I'm gonna show you guys. But I will show you my text. It to you. Okay, June 10th. At 5:47 p.m. That's what that is. Hey, Kimmi, this is Mel checking on you, as I'm sure it's been a lot. So just checking on you, sending prayers. She wrote me back at 10 p.m. Hey, chick, I'm good. Appreciate you checking. Have a great week. August 3rd, I called her to invite her to Mimosas with Melody. She said, sorry, I missed your call. I'll be there. I said, hey, okay. I figured you might have been busy. It's for men and women. So I was inviting Maurice too. Let me know so I can have y'all a spot. She said, no problem. I'll tell him. Again, this is all after the whole conversations about any lipstick. That stuff is resolved. It's done, over, through, complete. And then August 13th, I text her, said, hi, Kimmi and Reese. Thank you both for coming out on Saturday. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. That's right here, August 13th. They came to my Mimosas with Melody event. I also sent her this video. She was with one of my millimeters, and my photographer, I think Freddie O, captured this. And I could just tell in this video that there was a moment those two had. I didn't know what it was, but I could tell there was some kind of moment. So I sent it to her, you know, like they were hugging, and it was something. I just knew it was something. And anyway, she ended up telling me that the lady was a survivor of cancer. And so, yeah, they did have a moment, and I'll send it to her. And then I sent her this picture from my photographer. I didn't have to. I sent this to them. I said, going through all the pics and videos now. We'll send you some throughout the next 2 days. That's me. That's what I say right there. Send her that. Freddie O took it. She said, good morning. Thanks, Mel. I said, good morning. Y'all look so nice. That's me right there. Good morning. Y'all look so nice. She said, thanks. Right? She said, yeah, the pics came out really nice. That lady I hugged in the video was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. That's her right there. She said the lady was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. So again, here we are talking. There are no issues. What? Okay. Then we get to October. Nothing happens in between that, just so y'all know. The vow renewal is the finale. I was sitting at the table. They came and sat at the table. We were all talking about kids and stuff. All good. Then the reunion happens. And for one, I thank God for my team, because my team is like, they're not about to let me cut a fool, no way, and get out of character, because I got too much going on too much at stake. They gon' prep talk me every time. Hey, all right, listen, you go ahead and keep your calm now. Don't let nobody, you know they may come, don't let nobody come for you. And don't get you out of character. I'm like, I was like, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not. So then we get there on the stage and there's this whole different energy that's totally different. Kind of, I ain't gonna lie, if I can be honest with y'all, it shocked me and it's really sad. It's super, super sad, to be absolutely honest. It's very sad. That's all I say. It's very sad. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening at all this vitriol that's coming out with somebody who, and this is why, again, I say y'all don't ever see any resolution. Because people put batteries in people's backs because they don't really want resolution. They don't really want resolution. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real? Like the real is what the combos is happening on these phones, the real. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real and y'all have been able to see, you know what, all that happened this season, but man, look, that's dope. That's dope. Like they good. They good up there. They straight. How dope would that have been? The real. So instead, we got all this rah-rah. And I'm not fixing to really be rah-rah. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not gonna be rah-rah with folks. I'm not doing it. Did I run off any stage crying? No. Did I shed a tear on that stage? No. Did I almost shed a tear on that stage? No. I don't know where that rumor came from either. But I'm definitely not going to be rah-rahing with you either. I'm still going to be respectful. I'm going to keep my composure. I'm going to smile to keep my composure to make sure I stay okay. But to see how it went from that resolution to wanting moments, that is crazy to me. And I'm telling you, I remember going back with my team from the stage, and the one word I kept saying was delusional. 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 These folks delusional. That's all I can say. They delusional. Oh my gosh. How do we have conversations and there's resolution and then you get up here and act a different way? Totally different. And again, I say that is why there is no, y'all don't witness resolution. It's who wanting promotions, more checks, or whatever the case may be, who are choosing to try to keep a mess. Like, who are choosing to, I need to have an issue with Mel on camera, you know? Who are choosing to do that. Because there's also a recording of someone on this show being told that they're not, because I inquired were they going to a scene, being told that they are on ice. And if you're in TV, on ice means like we're not putting you in nothing right now. That they're on ice is quiet, in other words. That they're on ice because they appear to be a male supporter and a millimeter supporter. Now, my team thought I was going to quit that day because we all heard it. And they thought I was going to quit that day. Because then it became, you know how when you're thinking something and you kind of think you know something, but then it's kind of different whenever you really hear it. Like, you really hear it. That becomes a whole different thing. That becomes a whole different thing. Just like how you might be like, I think my man cheating. But then if you see your man cheating or you see your woman cheating, it's a whole different thing. And now I've been sitting back and I see it and it all just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So why there was so much energy from Kimberly, I really can't tell y'all. I'm not going to come back here and address it again because I don't have anything. I can't tell you. I don't have anything that I can say about it. I can say that when she was going through her situation with cancer, I would check on her. I would send, and this is not just filming. I know y'all saw me go to her house one day with some white roses or something when we were filming a scene, she and I. But I sent flowers outside of camera. It wasn't just about camera time for me. See, this is when you talk about people not maybe being able to see eye and eye, but we know when to show up and pull up for each other, right? Period. So I sent flowers just because I'm like, let me put a smile on her face, and she probably, you know, she's got a lot she's going through. I've had paid to have a meal made and sent over. I think we ended up talking about on a reunion one season. That wasn't filmed. That wasn't nothing. I ain't post about it. It wasn't, you know, it was just me trying to be a kind person. Because again, even though we ain't kicking it and hanging like we used to, if there was ever what you would have considered a real friendship, you show up for each other. You show up for each other. Now, if you ask me, has she ever showed up for me? No. 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 Even when it came to the party, the cancer party thing we did for the show, her beating cancer, whenever we had the conversation in production, I was like, I've been wanting to do something for us. I said, I'm gonna be real. I was just gonna set up like a massage. I told them I want to set up like a massage thing or whatever. And I think they said, well, Tisha was doing some kind of massage something, so you can do something else. But that was real. That was real. And so, yeah. But can I say that there's been a show up for me? No. And I don't let it get to me too bad, because one thing I know is it's not where you sow. You don't reap where you sow, you reap what you sow. So at the end of the day, God is still sending the right people in my life to show me and give me and reciprocate, right? So it's all good. Let's talk about Trish. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? Oh, let me get a sip of my grape.
So you guys heard what Mel did.
So that's it. So she didn't get into Trish. She didn't get into Trish. So let's stop sharing. Y'all see that? Y'all see how fake Kimmi is, y'all? Mel said that they had a conversation and they were fine. Kimmi got to the reunion and turned up. Mel said that came from nowhere. That she was even shocked to see how Kimmi was like on rah-rah on her, like snapping on her. She was shocked to see that shit after Kimmi done sat there and ate up her food, drank her wine. They sat on Mel's back patio. Mel said she don't really be inviting people to her house, but she invited Kimmi to come over and chill, and they talked outside of the cameras. It wasn't no camera moment, and they were fine. She said she had a conversation with Maurice, but they all got to this damn reunion trying to turn up and have a moment. I told y'all Kimmi didn't do shit all damn season, but run around being a bone carrier, being in everybody else's business, then want to get to the reunion and turn up because she ain't had shit else going on. That's what it was. Every one of them need to be off this damn show. Now, I'm also hearing, check this out. I'm also hearing, shout out to one of my subscribers for sending me this, that Marceau is revealing that the cast knew about the Revenge P, but was told to be quiet about it, y'all. Did you know that? Did y'all know that Marceau knew about the Revenge P and was told to be quiet about it? All right. They all their asses need to be subpoenaed for this damn case coming up. Because y'all know Martell's trial is coming up. Thank you so much. Hibiscus Rose says, I hope you feel better, Caramel. I'm getting there, guys. I'm actually in my bed, so I didn't want to come on camera because I'm in my pajamas. But yeah, I feel like all the cast need to be subpoenaed, including Carlos, about this situation, because Carlos asked, he was the one at the damn reunion that was sitting there and entertaining this damn Revenge P situation when Martell initially brought it up to say he had proof in his phone on Melody. Y'all remember? He was saying, I got the proof in my phone right now with you and this other guy. Whole time it was him. But Carlos sat there and entertained it like he didn't know about it. But now I'm hearing that all of them were told to be quiet about the Revenge P situation. And Martell is sitting his ass at the reunion, this reunion, saying that he did not plead guilty, that he was not found guilty. Whole time Melody was like, yes, you were. So he is still with this narrative of lying at the damn reunion and not taking accountability when he got a whole trial, a whole jury trial coming up for this Revenge P situation. And Carlos is letting them sit there and lie on stage, which I don't understand that. Because even Carlos was sitting there saying, I think that you would know, Melody, that you had a whole, penis in your mouth. This lady just sat there and told you, no, I was not, no, I actually was not with nobody else. And the, the video that I know about, was her and Martell. But Carlos was still pushing this whole narrative of Melody being with this random person to make her look like she was this whole 304 on the show when she was with her own husband. So Carlos was helping drive this narrative. Carlos was helping drive this narrative, and everybody on that cast sat up there on that stage during that whole conversation and knew about it. Go back and look at it when Destiny said, "Don't make me tell what I know about you," and Maurice told her, "No, Destiny, don't do that," and try to tell her to be quiet. Every one of them knew about it. Every one of them knew about it, and now we're finding out, according to Marceau, that he's saying that all the cast was told to be quiet about it. Kind of almost like when Mel and Martell first came on the show, when the show first came on, they all were told to be quiet about Mel and Martell getting a divorce, and that Mel and Martell were actually separated during the time that the show came on. So it's given that they've been sitting back on information, and when they asked, they should have been talking. A whole lot of that stuff that they knew, they should have gone to Melody and said something to her. Being that they're her co-workers on this damn show, they're her, cast members, co-workers, whatever you want to call them. It's a hot damn mess, and I blame a lot of this shit on Carlos because it's messed up that he is allowing this mess to be as toxic as it is, and then all the tension between the castmates where they're being fake as hell and not sharing their lives, but using Melody as a punching bag, and that's all Kimmi was doing. Kimmi knows that when she fights with Melody on this show, that she's going to get a little clout behind all of that, and she's going to probably get a little check behind that too. All of them know that. That's why they start shit with Melody. All of them are making Melody their storyline, and it's sad that Kimmi did not have a whole storyline this season, but ran around in everybody else's business, and then she gets to the reunion and purposely picked a fight with Melody, and Melody sat there and said she was shocked as hell that shit happened, and nobody still knows where this came from with Kimmi. You done came to this girl whole melodies with mimosas, ate up her food, drank her wine, was fine, smiling in her face, taking pictures, and then you wait until you get to the reunion and on this bullshit. And I feel like that whole thing was planned. And like I said, when Kimmi was on Messy Mondays with Carlos, she did say, and I repeat, she did say that she's the type of person to not let things go, that when you piss her off, she don't let it go. She holds on to it, and then she'll address it later on. So, and that's exactly what she did in this situation with Melody. She held on to that situation. She apologized and acted like they were fine, and got right up there on that damn stage and acted like a whole biatch. But anywho, let's move on to the next topic. All right. So those of you that know, I've been covering the Naziah case. For those of you that also follow me, y'all know that I had the interview with Marc, 7 Mile Radio, and we talked about Naziah's cousin Roxy. Well, it sounds like the two of them have decided that they are not going to work together with finding Naziah or anything with Naziah anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up what Roxy had to say, because she did do a hold on. She did do a give me a second, y'all. She did do a post, and so did 7 Mile. So I'm going to read it out because I know a lot of you guys, some of y'all been asking me about it. So I'm going to go ahead and share it in terms of what I know, and I'm going to share what they had to say. We ain't going to add to or take away from it. So you guys can get the 411 right here on my channel in terms of what's going on and why they decided to part ways in terms of working together on this case to find Naziah and figure out what's going on with Naziah. All right. But before we do that, I'm going to play again the video where Marc, 7 Mile, and Roxy pulled up on Naziah's aunts, the twins, you guys, at this apartment that they were hiding out at with this random guy that they met on this dating site or whatever. And yeah, it's crazy. So we're going to play that again so we can refresh you guys' memory in terms of what's going on. All right. Now, it says that we previously reported that a Michigan judge has ruled that Jarvis Butts, 42, will stand trial for the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Naziah Harris, who went missing on January 9th, 2024. Butts, which is Jarvis Butts, who was in a relationship with Naziah's aunt and had 5 children with her, is accused of inappropriate and harmful behavior towards the young girl. Now, Naziah's aunt, Shannon Harris, testified that she did not notice anything unusual in the relationship between Butts and Naziah, believing that it was to be a normal uncle and niece bond. It says, however, reports indicate that Butts had previously was charged in separate cases involving inappropriate conduct towards minors, at which you guys know he was arrested and served 10 years in jail prior for violating one of his daughters and also his girlfriend's daughter, who was 4 years old, at which that little girl caught chlamydia. Now, social users, they're saying, recently approached Shannon while she was visiting her sister and asked questions about what happened to her niece. It says that when asked if she believed that Naziah could still be alive, she responded, "I don't know. There's no body." It says that when questioned about her comment that Naziah might be out effing, says that she explained that she was repeating what the child's friends had told her. Now, Shannon has asked the public to stop showing up at her workplace and home, stating that people who do not know the full story. She says that she added that the last time that she saw Naziah was before she left for school that morning. Investigators reportedly found troubling internet searches on Butts' devices, along with inappropriate messages exchanged with Naziah. Now, it says that the searches were said to involve topics related to pregnancy, and Shannon and her mother have been targets of public scrutiny while the trial is in progress, okay? And it says that you guys can put what's your thoughts. So let's go ahead and play the video for those of you that may have missed it, okay?
Why is the lies on the stand? I mean, y'all told me one thing. I don't know which one.
So this is Mark 7 Mile Radio pulling up on Naziah's aunts, Makita and Shannon. All right, the twins. Here we go.
One of y'all is Shannon. Which one is Shannon and Marquita? First off. Oh, that's why you're looking at me like that.
Yeah.
So what's the deal, Shannon?
What's the deal, Mark?
So you like fucking with pedophiles, huh? Am I one? No, of course not. Why, you want to fuck with me? Is that why you asking?
No, I'm not. About what? Whatever conversation gonna be on.
You said we can answer questions, so what's up?
You already asked me questions,
No,
and I answered it.
I got more questions. Come on.
No.
I'm not here to answer the questions right here.
What motherfucking questions? I don't gotta answer nobody questions, my dog.
You just said you wanted to.
Who?
So I'm saying you were the last one to see her alive, right?
Yeah, before school.
Before school. So what
I
happened?
told y'all that.
So what happened after school though?
You figure it out. Y'all got everything right here.
I'm not gonna do nobody. I said what I said, and I stand on 10 toes down on everything of what I said. Point blank, period. You keep saying that she's still alive. I don't know, is she?
Do you think she is? Last time you was. I mean, just do you think she is?
I don't know. Nobody.
You said last time.
Have you had a conversation?
This is my one question. From the night. No, just let me. So one, when they said when your mother asked you was she there, my first place I would have went was to the shop because that's where y'all let her go. That's my first. Fuck calling him. Fuck asking him. My first place was going to listen. Because I got to
listen. Why?
Listen. From January the 9th till he turned himself in February 7th. You and him never talked about this baby being gone. Never, ever said nothing. Not one thing. I can't believe that. From the 9th to the 7th, you never had one conversation with this motherfucker. They should cut his dick off.
You don't have to feed it. I'm not going to answer any questions that you don't feel comfortable answering.
No, she don't have to.
It's not
I just wanted to ask.
feeling uncomfortable.
She don't have to answer. I just wanted to ask. Because that was
Because
fucking with me.
she's an outsider looking in.
With a 13-year-old daughter.
Period.
Yes.
What you need to
Only
do
thing I
is
wanted to say,
don't
like,
put our job
And then I keep
and what
telling
we
you
got
not to come
going
here,
on.
but you keep coming.
I can come here as long as my sister say I can come here.
Y'all both-
If she's
y'all both
inviting me over
Y'all
here,
both
I can. You disrespectful,
You're
nigga.
not understanding the situation.
How, nigga? You not even understanding the situation. Your ass come and mess with something. What you need to do is worry about your son.
You want.
Okay.
Worry about your son.
I'm glad he ain't around y'all.
And I'm glad.
The fuck?
I'm glad.
I am.
Well, you don't worry about me. You worry about your kids that you had with a pedophile. You worry about your kids and that pedophile.
Shit, you wasn't saying
I got one. You got
When
five.
she was missing, can I ask you something?
What?
When she went missing, why would you say she might just be out fucking?
Everything that I said is that's what we got from her friends. Everything that we got from what I said came from her friends. So I just repeated it. That's what they said.
Why is the lies on the stand? I mean, y'all told me one thing. I don't know which one of y'all is Shannon and which one is.
So y'all see how that went down? All right, so let's get into what was said between Roxy and Marc 7 Mile, okay? Let's go ahead and share. Because some of y'all been hitting me up about it. I'm going to go ahead and share it here so you guys will know. Once and for all. Damn, I wanted to get Roxy on my channel to ask us some questions, but I don't think she's going to be doing that now. So let's get into it. She's Roxy. Well, Roxy Rocks. Of course, this was 9 hours ago. She says, I regret to inform you all with a very heavy heart that I am no longer associated or part of the 7 Mile Radio team with Marc due to irreconcilable differences. Please respectfully refrain from sharing any social media content associated with 7 Mile with me. Says that this decision was not an easy decision to make. However, it is best for me and my current journey in life at this time. She says that I wish you the best in all of your future endeavors. Thank you for your gracious support and understanding. In regards to the Naziah Harris case, please be patient and allow the court to run its course and provide justice. She says that her case has triggered a lot of emotions worldwide, and it has. She says at this time, I want everyone to have understanding and be safe. She says that my family has been torn apart by a sick individual, and we are working hard to rebuild our family and support one another during this difficult time. Please refrain from cyber attacks, cyber harassment, bullying, or approaching any family member you see in public regarding the Harris family. This will not be tolerated by the Detroit Police Department, and arrests are currently in progress. Please be safe and wait this case out until trial. My new journey will be focused on spreading positive awareness, being the change, and establishing positive partnerships and reinforcements by providing a safe haven to help sexually abused women and teens. It says provide them with the necessary resources and necessities they may need while they embark on their healing journey. Build women's empowerment, emergency boarding, provide life coaches, therapists, proper guidance, specialized counseling, and classes. Build self-confidence, hold on. Let me go back up. Hold on. Self-worth, self-discipline, self-respect, and proper healthy healing. Says I will also provide resources to assist women battling drug addiction, assistance and rehabilitation programs and facilities. If you are a victim of child trafficking or have been sexually assaulted or abused and are seeking help and want justice, you may reach out when you are ready. It says that you are not alone. You deserve to heal. You deserve justice, or your justice. Okay, so that's what Roxy had to say. So she is going to be embarking in her own direction in terms of helping out with the Naziah case in terms of what she can. If you guys notice too, she said here, let me go back to it. All right, right up here where it says about the cyberbullying, harassment, okay, so as you guys may know, somebody rolled up on the grandmother. Y'all remember that happened where they were throwing cheese and stuff at her. They're saying that they can't go to work. They can't, do anything. That the twins are saying they can't go to work. The grandmother, she's being attacked when she goes out. Which, you guys, you can't really attack people. And I think this case has become very personal for a lot of people because this young girl, she's been missing. And according to all of the, details surrounding this case, a lot of people have become very emotional about it. So, of course, they're asking that people kind of stand down in terms of harassing them when they see them out in public. Like, you can't do that. You can't come to people's job and harass them and keep them from being able to make a living until this trial comes, forth. So that's what they're waiting for. The trial will be coming forth on March the 7th. So they're still waiting to see what's going to happen. I will keep, reporting on what I can In the meantime, any developments or something like that that I get, I'll keep talking about that so that you guys will know what's going on. But y'all, let's not harass them. I'm not harassing. I'm not going to cyberbully them. I see that they've been deactivating some of their social media accounts because people have really been going in on their asses, like for real. So they've been, I guess, going to the police department, the Detroit Police Department, for some type of, I guess, protection, because it's getting to the point, I think they said they've been receiving death threats and things like that. When it gets to that point, it's dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, even with everything that's surrounding this case and that's been brought out. I don't wish that upon anyone. So we kind of have to sit back, and our hands are tied until we see what happens in this case. We don't know who's guilty and who's not. Well, we do know that Jarvis his ass is guilty, because he's in there according to the text messages and stuff that we saw between he and Naziah. We knew, and we know rather, that he was doing some inappropriate stuff with her. So for now, we know that he's the only guilty party. But in terms of the twins, we really don't have proof on that yet. But we do know that they, allegedly did allow him around Naziah, which kind of, put her in a effed up situation. So they're asking that people kind of stand down on the cyberbullying, the cyber attacks, bullying, approaching different family members when you see them in public and stuff like that. They're saying it's not going to be tolerated, and that the Detroit Police Department are currently looking for some arrests in terms of people that have been doing like death threats and stuff like that. So y'all cool it on that. Whoever's doing, if you're watching me and you're doing it, like, don't be doing no death threats. I'm not promoting that at all. Okay. Okay, so Roxy also goes on to say, please be advised that this is not an attack on Marc, meaning 7 Mile. She says, I love Marc. So it's not like they have, this tension to where they're not working together. They don't like each other. She's saying right here that she don't have no problems and she's not attacking him. She said, I love Marc. She said he does a lot for his community, and I respect that to the fullest. We are going in different directions. I am truly thankful for everything Marc has done. She goes on to say that I couldn't have made it without him, and I am just redirecting my attention and energy to positive interactions and sharing positive awareness. Okay, that's Roxy in terms of what she had to say. All right, so Marc, he also had a post that he put up as well. He said, amen, y'all chill out on Roxy. He says, just like everything else in regarding this case, says that y'all don't know what the hell is going on or why. It says, unless we say something. It says, so chill out with all that foul energy. It says, but do keep those opinions flowing, because it's showing us how some of y'all really feel. And don't jump to no conclusions about nothing that you haven't seen either one of us post. It says that I said what I said, and she said what she said, and that's it. Okay, so that's what Marc 7 Mile had to say in regards to what Roxy had to say, because of course, when everybody came out, when this came out and they said they were going their separate ways in terms of, doing their own thing in terms of working towards this case with Naziah, everybody started speculating, oh, they fell out, they're not friends anymore. But it's not that. They're still cool. Marc has made it very much so clear that he rocked with Roxy and that they're cool like that. All right, so Marc 7 Mile also went on to say that it's going to be a lot of people on the internet who's going to be looking real stupid when everything come out after the trial. He says, and it ain't going to be me and Roxy. Okay, so people are speculating. All right, so this lady here, Kendra Max, says that will tell us something and give us a hint. Says that is baby girl alive. Says all we want to know is if baby girl is alive, and we just want her to get justice. Says that we don't care about anyone looking stupid. Said Marc, that's childish. Why is she coming for him like that? Don't know. Says, but we just want to know where the baby girl is. Says that that's all we care about, whether she's deceased or alive. Says that we just want to know where she is at and getting her justice. Okay. All right, so as you guys can see, Roxy was taking up a GoFundMe for Naziah. She says, as promised, if you donated to the GoFundMe I created for Naziah Harris that was established in September of 2024, your refund is now being processed. So you will be, if anybody donated to that, they're going to be sending your refund back to you of whatever you donated towards the GoFundMe. She says, I do not have any other financial accounts regarding to Naziah, and I will not ask you for money at any time for anything. Okay, so that's her post, letting everyone know that if you donated and gave to the GoFundMe for Naziah, that they will be sending those refunds back to you guys. Okay, this is Roxy. For those of you that don't know, this is Naziah's cousin, Roxy, who moved from Texas to Detroit to go and help locate and or find out developments on Naziah and helping her get justice for this upcoming case. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Let's stop sharing. Ooh, that's a lot. All right, so I am hearing that they're saying that blogger, I don't know if you guys watch him, blogger Ratchet TV is said to be the person who actually called CPS on Naziah's grandmother. And I think they're saying that he called on like yesterday. So if you guys don't know who he is, let me see, can I pull it up? Not so you guys can, and this is not for nobody to go over there and be harassing or nothing like that. I'm just bringing awareness to who he is in case y'all may have never watched him. Okay, let me pull it up right quick. So he's called Ratchet TV, the Hood Journalist. Okay, so this is his channel. Okay, this is his channel. All right, let me share so you guys can see it. This is not for anybody to go over and attack him. Okay, I'm just showing his channel. Okay, that's coming up on my screen. Yes, there's so much going on. All right, so Ratchet TV, the Hood Journalist, if you guys haven't seen him on, he's on Facebook. He's also on YouTube as well. He's been getting a lot of flack because some people say that he's not been reporting some accuracies when it comes to the Naziah case. I'm not sure, and I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that's what it's said about that. Okay, but this is his channel. And he's been reporting also on the Naziah case. I'm gonna be honest with you, anybody that's reporting on it, if you're reporting factuals, that is what it is. All right, I don't give a hot damn who report. If you're reporting on it, great, because you're keeping her name out there, and you're keeping you're keeping eyes on this case. So it is what it is. Anybody should be able to talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it, and whoever else talk about it, that's great, because the more people that talk about it, the more her name stays out there. But it said that he is the person who called CPS on the grandmother, and they're saying that he did it on yesterday, if not yesterday, then the day before. Okay, so weird. And they're saying that the twin, from what I'm hearing too, because I've been kind of looking at some stuff and talking to some people as well about this. They're saying that the twin, Makita's boyfriend, says that Shannon says that Naziah is not unalived. So I don't know where this is coming from. So I don't know if Jarvis is speaking in jail or something is going on, or maybe he made a confession that we don't know about. But that's what this boyfriend is saying. That Shannon is saying some things. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe the twins are cooperating. I don't know, but I do know that the trial is coming up on March the 7th. I'll be watching. I'll be covering it. Let me stop sharing. For those of you that watch Ratchet TV, if you're subscribed to him, it is what it is. I'm not telling nobody to unsubscribe or anything like that. But they're saying that he is the journalist or blogger, rather, that reported Naziah's grandmother, who had custody of her in this particular case. All right. I had one more thing I wanted to talk about. Let me go ahead and pull that. So, it's a lot going on, ain't it? Okay, so let's get into this post here with Trina Braxton and Tamar. So I told you guys that Trina and Tamar's niece, which is their brother's daughter, Michael Braxton Jr.'s daughter, she's going to be coming on the show. Ashley, her name is Ashley Braxton. I'm sharing with you guys now so you can see. So we were trying to figure out which Braxton sister. They were trying to say that there was some type of inappropriate interaction with that husband. So I guess it has to be Trina, because according to what is said here, you guys, if you guys see on my screen, and this is coming from the Braxton Family Values fan page, it says that Trina refuses to film with niece Ashley Braxton or talk about the situation on the upcoming season of the Braxtons. Okay. It says, as y'all know, filming has already started for season 2 of the popular reality TV show. It's saying that Trina Braxton will not be addressing that on the show. So something that happened, they're saying, with one of her aunt's husband, And that she was being blamed for something that may have happened to her, maybe inappropriate. A few people were trying to say that it was Gabe. Somebody was trying to say that it was Tamar's husband, at which I think by process of elimination in terms of what we're seeing on this post, I think that it may be Gabe that may have been doing something inappropriate, allegedly, because they're saying that Trina Braxton will not be addressing that on the show. She says that Gabe has been deceased since 2018 and is not and it is not her story to tell. Okay. Is there a story to even tell is the question. Now they're saying that Ashley will be filming in Atlanta for the new season next week with Tamar. So Tamar has agreed to film with the niece that they were trying to get the cease and desist for, to not be telling family secrets. It's given that Trina's ex-husband Gabe may have had some type of inappropriate interaction with that niece. And she's saying that Gabe is no longer here. Gabe passed away 2018 from cancer. And she's saying it is not her story to tell now that Gabe is not here. That is Gabe's story to tell. So it's given that maybe it may have been Gabe that may have been inappropriate with this niece. I don't know, Trina. It's given that you know something, girl. And even though Gabe is here, I feel like you're using Gabe as a scapegoat to not tell and or not talk about something that you may know about with your niece. I mean, you could be the one to help her kind of get through whatever pain that she's dealing with, that she may have, you know, dealt with at the hands of your ex-husband, allegedly. And the fact that you're sitting on this information and trying to use Gabe as the scapegoat in terms of saying he's deceased and not here, is not your story to tell, it's his. If you were there as his wife, and you may have noticed something, or the niece may have said something to you, I don't see why that you would be sitting on the show saying that, oh, I'm not going to film with her and I'm not talking about it because Gabe is not here. I don't like that. I don't like that, because it's given that you are protecting Gabe in some inappropriate shit, if that's what happened. I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? They said she was a child. Trina, sit down. Right. I don't like that. If Gabe did some shit that he shouldn't have done, granted, he is not here anymore, but during the time you were his wife, Trina, and if you know about something, at least address that with the niece to give her some peace of mind so that she can move past this, because it gives that she's still dealing with this and she wants to talk about it and get it off her heart and out of her spirit, to where she don't feel like she have to keep carrying this. So Trina, I feel like, and I like Trina, but I don't like this about Trina. I don't like this about Trina. Shout out to Tamar for giving her a platform. When I say her, I mean Ashley Braxton, the niece, giving Ashley a platform to come on the show and speak about it after everybody in the fucking family tried to give her a cease and desist to make her shut up. And I don't feel like if the person was violated, that they have to keep quiet and keep shutting up about it if they feel like they want to talk and free their heart and mind and spirit from whatever happened to her when she was a fucking child. So Trina, I feel like you need to speak up, and I think you need to change your mind about maybe filming or not filming rather with Ashley, and help her get through this situation as her aunt. Why doesn't Tamar, the one that's the most annoying, the one that's stepping up and giving this girl a platform to talk about whatever it is that she dealt with Trina's husband or ex-husband, allegedly, because we don't know for a fact. But in terms of how I'm just reading into what it said here, okay? I'm just reading in terms of what it says here. It says that Trina Braxton will not be addressing that on the show. It says that Gabe has been deceased since 2018 and it's not her story to tell. So that lets me know that Gabe, and anybody reading this, it lets me know that Gabe had something to do with this shit. Rest in peace to Gabe. But Trina, you was his husband, you was his wife during the time. That's your brother's daughter. You're her aunt. And I feel like you should help speak up about this situation. And I don't know if you don't want to, you know, get the backlash from the rest of the family that's trying to keep this swept under the rug. I guess you don't want the family to be mad at you for agreeing to talk about it. It's given that Tamar don't give a hot damn, because they stay mad with Tamar anyway. But I guess Trina don't want the backlash from the Braxtons and from the family in terms of, you know, her giving this niece a platform and helping her talk about whatever it is that they want her to be quiet about. So that's what it's giving. I don't know. I don't like that. Trina is being an enabler. Let's look at some comments. I feel like Trina is being an enabler on this situation, because this girl, she seems to be like she's very hurt about this situation. It does. Yeah, I do like that. Vera Dockery said Trina's being an enabler. Says, where's Miss E? I think Miss E kind of goes with whichever the way the wind blows in this situation. I feel like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like she kind of has favorites when it comes to her children, and I feel like whichever child does the most for her, she is, I think, the closest to Tamar and Tony, because Tony and Tamar do more, do more for her than the rest of them, than Trina and Tawanda. Trina and Tawanda don't really have the money or whatever like that, but it's been, and that's been in past episodes rather, where it was said that that Tamar and Tony were the two sisters that kind of stepped up and was paying the mom's bills and helping her, take care of whatever she needed to take care of. Because y'all remember the episode when they were fussing at Trina for saying, hey, you didn't give money to this and you didn't give money for that. And me and Tony were the ones that were out here taking care of mommy while y'all didn't give anything. And y'all were charging, Tony to be her background singer and dancer and all that. But I'm just like this. If I'm not working a 9 to 5 and you're asking me to travel with you on the road, I mean, yeah, you do need to pay me, because how else am I going to take care of myself and pay my bills? If you're asking me to tour with you and background sing for you, that's a job. You're going to pay somebody else to do it just because I'm your sister. Like, I don't know why they was fussing about that. I didn't get that at all. I didn't get that at all. If I'm your sister and you're asking me to go with you on the road to sing as you would do anybody else, like, pay me. Shit. I ain't working on 9 to 5 nowhere, getting no check. So this is my job. You need to pay me, and don't get mad at me for asking you to pay me. So they were trying to make Trina feel bad for asking for Tony to pay her in that situation. But I don't know, this family child. I love the show. I love the Braxton's child, but sometimes I feel like Mama E need to step up and not be doing this favorite stuff with these kids, because child, it's a whole hot damn mess. It is. It says that yes, where her Taylor Swift looking. I don't know. I think Miss E might be bleaching, y'all. Did y'all see some recent pictures of her? It's given that she's kind of bleaching, and her hands are like really dark. On the last picture that I saw, her hands are really dark, but like her face area and her neck and all that is kind of light, like she's light skinned. She ain't never been light skinned, y'all. If y'all look at old pictures of Miss E, honey, she ain't never been light skinned. But I don't know, whatever Tamar's doing is maybe they doing it with the mom in terms of lightening her skin. But I don't know. I'll be watching the new season. Child, to see what shenanigans gonna be popping off. Let's see what y'all saying. It says that we don't care how long she's been gone. It says that if it was inappropriate to your niece, he's still guilty if he did it. Right. It says that now, Trina, you're looking real suspect, probably why you drinking like a fish. Not drinking like a fish. Child, she out here on her Karen Hugo. Just don't get in the car, child. Drink, but don't get in the car, okay? It says, and she's small as ever. Yeah, she is small. I think she's diabetic. I think their mom is diabetic, okay? Miss E is diabetic, from what I see, because I do follow all of them, every one of them. And I be talking to Tawanda on Facebook, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know that. So she's mad cool. But anywho, and anyway, we're gonna get out of here. That's all the topics that I had for tonight. Shout out to Mel for stepping out, challenge doing her live. Y'all know anytime she pull that phone out, she about to expose somebody. So she's exposing the cast and how fake they are and how they be using her for moments to be coming on the show and making shit seem and appear to be one way when it's really not. I mean, she's on the kumbaya, but Kimmi is obviously out here starting shit and making it seem like her and Mel got this tension or whatever going on. Mel said, I was mad surprised to see Kimmi snapping off like that at the reunion. So we're going to see what it's giving, child. As I get more news that I know y'all can use, I will definitely come back and keep you guys updated on that. Y'all can put in the comments what y'all think about all the topics we talked about. What do y'all think about Roxy and Marc 7 Mile not working together anymore? What do y'all think about the video we showed with the twins, where Marc 7 Mile and Roxy pulled up on them? What do y'all think about Marceau revealing that the cast knew about the revenge piece situation and was told to be quiet? You guys can comment on that. I do read all the comments, and all comments are welcome. All right. Love you guys down. Thank you so much, Bill Wilson, KBR, and Tyra, and Scorpion Miss, all right, for modding for me tonight. I appreciate you guys. You guys do an awesome job. Thank you for all the content creators that stopped by, and thank you for all of the Caramelians that stopped by as well. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Happy hump day to you all. Let's get out of here, and I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. All right. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say and turn